When this lady raised her arm in an elephant's direction, all the people around suddenly stopped moving and waited anxiously. Visitors stood motionless, waiting to see how the massive animal would respond to this simple gesture. What happened next amazed everyone watching. This woman was Sangduen Lek Shailer, born in 1964 in a tiny Thai village. Growing up around elephants, Lek developed a deep love for these animals that would shape her life's work. Her grandfather, the village healer, helped create this bond. He often brought young Lek with him into the jungle, where he treated hurt animals using old traditions. Watching him work so carefully and respectfully deeply shaped how she saw nature and taught her that every creature, no matter its size, deserved respect and care. However, alongside her love for these gentle giants, she also had big dreams for herself. From her earliest childhood years, she was very curious about the world beyond her small village and strongly wanted to learn English. Deep down, she believed that speaking English well would open new doors and let her experience more of the world beyond Thailand. She worked very hard at school and saved every bit of money she earned. When she turned 16, she made a brave choice that would forever change her life. With mixed feelings of excitement and sadness, she said goodbye to her family and friends, boarding a plane to the United States. Her feelings were a mix of great excitement and understandable fear. Everything in this new country felt strange and fast to her, from the busy crowded streets to the unfamiliar customs and lifestyle. Despite these challenges, Lek stayed focused on her goal. She eagerly joined an English program and threw herself into learning this new language. Her amazing dedication and hard work eventually paid off. She became fluent and began to enjoy meeting people from many different cultures and backgrounds. This experience opened her eyes to a new passion for connecting people and helping them understand each other better. During her time in the United States, however, this caring woman learned troubling information that deeply upset her. She discovered terrible stories about how elephants in Thailand were being cruelly treated and suffering badly. As someone who grew up thinking elephants were treasured and respected in Thai culture, it was a huge shock and disappointment to learn about the widespread abuse in both logging and tourism. When she finally returned to Thailand, Lek immediately got a job as a tour guide at a popular elephant trekking camp, hoping to learn the truth firsthand. What she saw while working there only increased her distress and broke her heart even more. The harsh methods used to train and control these smart, sensitive animals were far more brutal than she had ever imagined possible. These disturbing discoveries made her question many beliefs about her own culture and its treatment of animals. Although she had achieved her childhood dream of speaking English fluently and could have easily found a well-paying job, this compassionate woman knew she couldn't ignore the terrible suffering she had seen with her own eyes. She felt a powerful calling to devote her life to helping elephants who desperately needed rescue and protection. But standing up for elephants in a country where their exploitation was common came with great personal risk. As she began speaking out against abusive practices in tourism and logging, Lek received many threats, was put on a government watch list, and even faced legal pressure trying to silence her. Still, she refused to give up. This deep realization marked a turning point in her life's journey. With new determination and purpose, she made the life-changing decision to dedicate her entire life to rescuing abused elephants and creating a safe, caring place where they could live in peace and dignity. Working endlessly with a small but equally dedicated group of passionate helpers, she traveled all over the country looking for elephants that had suffered abuse, neglect, or abandonment by humans. After years of incredible effort, constant persistence, and countless obstacles overcome, she finally managed to acquire a large piece of pristine land with plenty of natural vegetation and essential resources. It was perfect. the ideal spot to create a sanctuary where elephants could heal and thrive. In 1996, this remarkable woman officially opened the Elephant Nature Park in the beautiful Chiang Mai province of northern Thailand. When the first group of rescued elephants arrived at their new home, Lek was completely overcome with indescribable joy and deep emotion. She made it her personal mission to learn everything possible about each elephant's unique story, their personal history, their distinct personality traits, and their specific physical and emotional needs. She understood deeply that properly caring for elephants involved much more than just providing food and shelter. The true heart of elephant care was about building real trust and meaningful emotional connections with these highly intelligent and sensitive creatures. Her thoughtfully created sanctuary quickly grew into a peaceful refuge where hurt elephants could finally start their journey toward physical and emotional recovery. Unlike other elephant places in Thailand, there were no exploitative shows, no uncomfortable tourist rides, just peace, kind care, and real respect for the animal's dignity. Lek worked closely with skilled vets and wildlife experts to make sure each elephant got exactly the individual care needed for full recovery. Elephants with injuries and illnesses received complete treatment and were slowly nursed back to health under careful watch. As time passed, the sanctuary gradually grew until it became home to more than 37 rescued elephants. Every one of these amazing animals had been saved from incredibly hard and often sad situations. Within the safe borders of the park, the elephants enjoyed everything needed for their well-being and happiness. Healthy fresh food in plenty, clean water, complete medical care when needed, and large open spaces to roam freely as they would in the wild. This dedicated woman and her team of committed helpers spent their days giving loving care to these gentle giants and creating a place where they could finally feel completely safe and protected. The road Lek chose was full of huge challenges, but she never once thought about giving up on her mission. Her strong determination and endless love for the elephants gave her the strength to keep going, no matter how hard things got. Over time, the elephants slowly developed more trust in her presence and care. They could naturally sense her true kindness and honest concern for their well-being, and they responded with touching shows of affection and trust. Whenever she entered their living area, the huge elephants would eagerly rush toward her like excited children, each hoping to get her special attention and gentle touch. Lek spent countless hours playing with them, hand-feeding them their favorite foods, and simply being with them in quiet companionship. Tourists and visitors to the sanctuary were constantly amazed and deeply moved by what they saw during their visits. It seemed like Lek and the elephants shared a mysterious form of silent communication, understanding each other perfectly without needing words. The special bond they shared was truly extraordinary and touched everyone who saw it. Many visitors became convinced that this small woman must have some secret technique or special method for calming and controlling such massive animals. These curious onlookers often found it hard to accept her simple explanation that her only tools were genuine love, consistent care, and deep understanding of elephant psychology. Despite Lek's complete openness about her compassionate approach to elephant rehabilitation, many doubtful visitors found it almost impossible to believe that such enormous creatures would respond with such gentleness and trust to someone so physically small. As a result, interested visitors kept returning to the sanctuary again and again, hoping to discover whatever secret method they believed she must be hiding from public view. And finally, on one memorable day, they witnessed something remarkable that revealed the true nature of her approach. Through the years, the sanctuary thrived wonderfully under Lek's constant loving guidance. The elephant herd gradually grew to include animals with different backgrounds and special needs. Some elephants arrived completely blind, others had been sadly orphaned when young. many suffered from serious physical injuries, and numerous others had endured years of harsh treatment in logging operations or as street-begging attractions in busy city areas. One of the saddest cases was Mado, a gentle elephant who had been forced to breed with a larger male, resulting in a broken back and a lifetime of pain. Declared worthless by her owners, she was left to suffer alone until Lek rescued her. At the sanctuary, Lek and her team built a special platform that allowed Meadow to rest comfortably and live her days in peace, surrounded by love and compassion. Her unique sanctuary became the first and only place of its kind, a true haven where rescued elephants could live freely and naturally, forming their own chosen family groups without human interference. Through her unwavering dedication and lifelong commitment, Lek not only rescued and rehabilitated dozens of individual elephants, but also fundamentally changed how people throughout the world viewed these magnificent animals and their complex needs. News of her extraordinary work spread globally, attracting financial support and volunteers from countries worldwide. Over time, Lek's efforts gained international recognition. She was named a Hero of Asia by Time magazine, received the Legends of Tourism Award, and was honored as one of the Women Heroes of Global Conservation by the U.S. Department of State. Despite growing fame, she remained humble and focused on her mission. One peaceful day at the sanctuary, Lek stood quietly among visitors as she went about her routine elephant care. Persistent rumors had been circulating among some skeptical observers. Certain individuals speculated that she might use harsh disciplinary methods behind closed doors, perhaps even using punitive training techniques, and that explained why the elephants appeared to obey her commands so readily. However, none of these doubtful people were mentally prepared for the astonishing scene they were about to witness firsthand. Sorry for the interruption. Before we continue with the story, I kindly ask you to like the video and subscribe to this channel. It is very important for us. Thank you very much. While she was doing regular cleaning work, one especially large elephant slowly and carefully approached where she stood, its huge ears gently waving in a relaxed way. Lek held a simple cleaning cloth in her small hand, and as the massive elephant carefully turned its body away from her, she gave a gentle, barely noticeable swing with the light cloth. Everyone there immediately tensed and froze in place. The whole group of visitors all held their breath nervously, anxiously waiting to see how the enormous elephant would respond to this small gesture. And then something truly magical and unexpected happened before their amazed eyes. The immense animal quietly and gracefully lowered its massive body, carefully crouching down before finally lying completely flat on the ground at her feet. As Lek gently brushed away the annoying flies gathering near the elephant's sensitive tail area, she naturally began humming a traditional Thai lullaby in a soft, musical voice. Her gentle singing created an atmosphere of complete peace and calm, and within just seconds, the enormous elephant slowly closed its heavy eyelids and peacefully fell into a deep, contented sleep. The amazed visitors watching this intimate scene could hardly believe what they were seeing. They stood motionless in respectful silence, completely captivated by the magical moment happening before them. The deep, rhythmic sound of the elephant's gentle snoring beautifully matched her soothing melody, creating a calming rhythm that seemed to fill the whole sanctuary with peace. This special moment felt almost sacred to everyone there, as if they were lucky witnesses to a rare display of pure, unconditional trust between two living beings who shared a deep mutual understanding, despite belonging to completely different species. As Lek continued her gentle singing, her voice showed clear warmth and genuine affection for the sleeping giant. She let out a quiet, happy laugh upon hearing the elephant's rumbling snores, and smiled with obvious pride and deep love for her peacefully sleeping friend. In that perfect moment, this extraordinary woman fully understood what an amazing privilege it was to share such a close bond with these magnificent animals. The elephant's soft, contented snoring echoed musically throughout the peaceful sanctuary, reminding everyone there that this special place was much more than just a physical healing center for abused animals. It represented a sacred space where love, endless patience, and complete trust formed the essential foundation of every interaction. The deeply moved visitors exchanged glances, their faces showing wonder and joy at the scene. Lek continued singing as the massive elephant rested beside her, creating a timeless moment when the entire sanctuary seemed still and peaceful. Everyone who visited that day left with newfound respect for these magnificent animals and admiration for Lek's extraordinary dedication. Lek's vision extended beyond the sanctuary. As a passionate advocate for policy change in Thailand and internationally, she speaks at conferences and urges governments to strengthen protections for elephants and wildlife. Her work continues inspiring a global movement based on empathy, education, and lasting change. Did you like this story? Do you think Lek deserves to be called a hero? Share your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed the story, subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Lek demonstrates how a single individual, with compassion and bravery, can create significant change. Thank you for listening. Catch you in the next video. Enjoy your day.